Good morning. It's been a minute since I recorded, and I just want to take a couple of minutes to just capture the moment. So this morning, I had the opportunity and the privilege to join a prayer gathering set up to support educators and students and families. One of my coworkers has founded and started leading this group of just prayer warriors and intercessors, for our schools and for our children and for the families and for the people who are serving our kids, whether they're serving them as a guardian or serving them as a teacher, staff member at a school. And so I had the opportunity to facilitate a paint session for the first portion, and then we went into prayer and worship afterward. And one of the things that stood out, my coworker who was leading the session, as she was praying and leading worship, she said, God doesn't want us just pouring ourselves out, but the word that she had gotten was overflow. Like He wanted to fill us, and she said, but God pouring and pouring and pouring into us. And if you think about that perspective of like positioning yourself to constantly be in His presence and receive from Him, positioning yourself that He just continues to pour out Himself and His power and His gifts and His word and His anointing, His provision, the goodness of who He is, the fullness of who He is, pouring and pouring and pouring into us. And we have a disposition of being just open to Him. And out of His pouring and pouring and pouring, that overflow that flows into every connection, relationship, space that we enter. Because it can't be any other way. We are overflowing with Him as He pours and pours and pours. And that just blessed me. And so I just say, Lord, I just come to You, positioning myself before You, opening my hands, my heart, my mind to receive. And I welcome You to just pour and pour and pour so that I am filled with You, Your goodness, Your love, Your peace, Your joy. Just pour and pour and pour. May it overflow into every connection you allow me to be a part of, into every space You lead me to, You bring me into, that where I am, Your overflow is there too. Peace, provision, protection, joy, Your word, truth, light. And so I just thank God for that word. I thank God for my coworker who has been obedient and just followed the promptness of her heart to facilitate these spaces of prayer and intercession. But this particular session, I felt like was for the intercessors to be filled, as we commit to being vessels that are interceding for others. And it just was good. And I'm grateful for her doing her thing, doing the thing that God put in her heart to do. Grateful to be able to have partaken of it, and grateful for the word, So right now on the journey to surrender, I'm like, Lord, pour into me. I talk about wanting to live a life poured out, but let me overflow. Let me operate from the overflow.